Apparently, this very famous squirrel on social media, his name was Peanut, and he was killed by New York State officials, government taxpayer funded jerks. Killed this little squirrel and killed a raccoon. And their excuse is that they thought that the squirrel has rabies and that the official or cop or whatever might have got rabies. And the only way I looked it up. The only way to test for rabies in an animal is to euthanize it, to kill it, and then take a sample of its brain tissue. So that's accurate. So my question is this. Number one, what are the names of these government officials? I want their full names. I want their addresses because they're criminals as far as I'm concerned. This squirrel did nothing wrong. The squirrel was in this house at this animal rescue farm for over 7 years. Well, not at the, it was around this guy for 7 years, and they just opened the animal rescue. Okay, so what's there to do other than to say, you know, this is why it's so important to have organized militias, because the government overreach in this country is getting, no, it is. It's not getting, it is ridiculous. And if this guy had the ability to call up his local militia, and then this militia just, shows up and tells the government, step away peacefully, otherwise this isn't going to end peacefully. That's what we need in this country. Now more than ever, the government are against us. They are not our friends. They are looking out for the politicians. They're looking out for themselves. I don't know what their agenda really is, other than taking our money and then doing as they please with it to enforce every little petty law, including keeping us a pet squirrel, a pet raccoon. Is this really on a 300, I think it was 315 acre farm, by the way. We're not talking about just a house, in suburbia or an apartment. We're talking about somebody living on a farm. And these people wasted 5 hours of this man and woman's time going through their house, raiding it, treating them like terrorists. This is not America. But the way we get America back is by forming militias. I've said it before, and I'm going to keep repeating it. We need to start organizing militias, because whenever something like this happens, people need to be able to call the militia up, and the militia comes. To make it's the only way to have the yin to the yang. The balance of power is out of whack right now, and the founding fathers of this country gifted us, blessed us with the Second Amendment, and we need to start exercising that, because the Second Amendment is out of shape right now. We are exercising a portion of it with gun ownership and other weapon ownership, but the first portion of it needs to be exercised a lot more. Make sure these government employees are on their toes, making sure that they respect our civil rights, and that's what it's all about.